Hello guys, this is Shirodip once again and you're watching Core Java tutorial series. Now in this tutorial we're gonna implement our thread programming over here. Now this is the first program of thread and this is the program to make a user thread. Now as you can see I have given one name over here, that is class thread1, which is extending my thread, which is extending the thread class, and I have given one method over here, that is run method. Now for and I have given one loop over here that will be iterating from 0 to 999, and I'm printing the I over here in the method. Now in my manager one class, in the main method, I'm creating one object of my age class, that is this class thread1 age equals to new thread1, and age dot start. So initially you will get surprised that I have not given any method name as start, but still I'm calling it as because in the thread class, whichever method you are overriding, generally we will override this run method of the thread class, and we will call it age.start or start by creating the object of that particular class which is extending the thread class. Now start method, if we call the start method over here, then it will by default initialize this run method, okay, and it will generate this output over here. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm calling it just start to initialize this run method in my thread1 class, and also I'm giving one iterator loop over here, that is I equals to 1000 to 2000. Now if we run this program, first will be like, is it, as you can see that the output is becoming 1000, so 1000 like this. So it will just occur executing the program of your main thread. Now main thread priority over here is first, so that's why it's just giving us output of the main thread over here, that is the for loop of main thread over here, as you can see. So after the generation of the main thread, as you can see here over here, that is the here here it is, yeah, that's the thing. After 1999 your main thread will be stopping, as because the limit here is 2000. After that it start occurring, start giving you output of your run method of your thread1 class. So 0 to that will be 1000, that means 999. So in this way you can make use a thread and call the thread, and you have to remember that the priority of your thread will be first your main thread, then will be your then will be your thread1 class over here particularly, which is extending the thread class. Now there is another way to make a thread, and that is by implementing the runnable interface. So you can make a thread in by two ways: by extending the thread class in manager1.java, as you know, I have implemented, and in this particular program I am implementing runnable interface. So runnable is an interface, so you can override the method run over here, and you can just in the runnable interface, run is just defined over here, not the body is available in runnable interface. So you have to define the body of the run method, and I have defined the body as for loop, that is 0 to 999, and I'm printing the system.out.println statement over here. Now in my manager2 class, in my main method, I am creating one object over here, that is class b, db1 equals to new b. Now I am also creating thread class object, as because, and I'm passing the b1 object over here. Why? Because you can see that you are implementing runnable interface. So this is a bit basic difference using creating while creating thread using runnable interface. You have to pass the object of your class which is implementing runnable interface, and I'm passing this b1 object over here in my thread class, and I'm then calling t1.start. So it will know that I'm calling this run method. And in my previous program I have not given any sort of reference over here, that is thread 1 h equals to new thread 1. I'm directly what I was doing that, I'm directly calling that h.start as because it is extending thread class. But while implementing runnable interface, you have to call the reference over here and you have to pass this reference into your thread class. Then only you can initialize t1.start. If you initialize b1.start, then it will not occur. The compiler will show you the error over here, and if the compiler will don't know which method you want to just implement. So as because of that problem, we are initializing t1.start and we are giving one loop over here also, that is 1000 to 2000. The output will be same, and if you run this program, you will get the output as like this. First it will iterate 1000 to just this one 1000 to 199, and then like this. And also you can see that there is a mixture of your output. What I was doing in my previous program, that is I'm calling this thread1 class. I was creating an object of my thread1 class, and then I'm calling h.start, and then also in my main method I was having one for loop iterator statement, so it was giving my output. But while implementing my runnable interface, I get a mixture of the output. It can vary over execution of your program and compiler to compiler, it can vary, but you will get a mixture of output, not as 1000 to 999 first, then after 0 to 999. While implementing runnable interface, you will get a mixture of output. That is the basic difference also. And also you have to pass the b1 object of your class, which is implementing runnable interface. Now coming back to my third program, here I am using extending operation. I am using extend thread in my class C, and I have given one method, run method, as you can see, and which is having 0 to 999 iterator statement as in for loop. Now in my main method, what I'm trying to do is I'm creating one object of my C class, and I'm calling obj.start. So first it will call this run method, and then also I'm creating another object, that is obj2, and I'm calling also obj2.start. Again there is another iterator statement, that is 1000 to 2000, and I'm printing I. So this is the statement of your main thread, and this is your user thread. So also if you run this program, you will get an output like this. Okay, you will get first your main thread will be operating, and you will get an output 2000 to 999. You can see if I scroll down this, and also it will give you the mixture of output also. Over here you can see that after a couple of statement, after a couple of output, yeah, that is 1195, you are getting 0 to output, that is obj.start here, and after that obj2.start will occur. Now as because this is happening, because it will also vary to your compiler to compiler, I can't predict however information you will get, in which form you will get the output, but it will vary to compiler to compiler. And also you can see that after the 432 or something like that, yeah, after 444 you will get an output of your second obj2.start. After that again it will just, it's a round robin kind of algorithm which is following, and you will get your proper output like this. So it will be a mixture of output in your program, particularly in this program, as because we are creating obj.start, obj2.start, and also having main thread, but main thread priority is first. So it will be start printing your main thread first, then your obj first object, and again your second object. Now in my fourth program, what I have done is which is also extending my thread class, and I have given one method, run method over here, and which is printing the child. And I have also another test method over here, and which is calling the run method over here, calling start method from the body of test method. Now what I will do is I am creating one object of my D class, and I'm calling obj.test. So test is being called, and from test is getting child is called, so child will be printed, and after that done will be printed. So if you run this program, you will get the first output as done, and second will be child, as because main third priority is first. So you can set priority according to your requirement. So we will be coming to that particular priority section in later of this particular thread tutorial. Now in my manager 5 class, what I have done is I am extending my thread class, and I have given on constructor over here, and also it is a similar sort of program. In my constructor itself I am calling the start method, and I have having void run method over here, and it's also printing child. So I'm creating one object of my class e1 equals to new, and I'm printing done. So if I run this program, you will get output as done as child. No matter whichever format you are using, you will get first as your main thread output, and then your thread which is extending your thread class, as because main thread priority is first. Now in my manager 6 program, what I have done is I'm extending my thread class, and I've given one a run method over here, and I'm printing something. I'm creating a object of f class, f object equals to new f, and I'm calling obj.run, 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 and 5 times, that is sorry, 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 times, and then I'm printing done. So if you run this program, you will get an output like this: something 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 something, and then done. So it will just ask me that why is happening, as you have told me that main thread priority is first, as because here child thread is not registering with the thread scheduler. So no, not allocating to execute run method. Here main thread is going to execute run method. We are not achieving multi-thread, as single thread is executing all statement. So it is absolutely possible to run and run method several times, not start method. You can see that I am calling just obj run here instead of calling obj start. So in this particular program, it can happen as because you are calling obj run instead of obj start. So here one thread will be we will be considering only one thread over here, and as because of that, it will just give you output from top to bottom approach, as we can see in Java programs. Now in my last program of this particular tutorial, you can see that here I have given one class over here, class G, which is extending my thread class, and I have given one constructor over here, and which is not having any sort of statements inside in the body of the constructor, and another constructor over here which is catching one string variable, that is string name, and I'm calling super of name. Now also there is having one run method over there, and I'm printing get name plus data. So get name is the default function which can be used in thread programming. It will give you the thread name of your particular thread. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm creating three objects of my G class, and I'm initializing them by calling start method. So after that, again three objects 4 5 6, and I'm initializing start method. So if you run this program, you will get an output like thread 1 started, thread 2 started, then thread 0, then thread 4, thread 5, and then thread 3. So you will get a mixture of output, as because 1 and 2 will be starting, then again this particular sorry, 2 and 3 will be starting first, then 0, then you will get 5 and 6, and after that 4. So like this, you can see that order might get different from one execution to another. If you run this program again, you can see the order is getting different: 0 4 3 1 5 2. So all will be starting, but order will be varying from execution to execution. So this is a pretty interesting stuff of thread programming. I will be giving you more tutorial on thread. So keep watching and have a nice day. Thank you.